Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Blue Square SEO and Digital Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Paul Burkett from Blue Square Management, and in today's podcast I'm going to talk about 5 ways your website is costing you new business. Modern technology has improved at an alarming rate over the last decade, with the internet at the forefront of each and every single one of these advancements. Smartphones and tablet devices are now a part of everyday life, and you can now use them to do your banking and to pay items and services. You can even pay for items and services using digital currency, namely the Bitcoin. Yes, technology is most certainly king, and for that reason, if you want to stand any chance of succeeding within the business world, you need to embrace it and get with the times. It doesn't matter how big or small your business may be, the simple fact of the matter is that if you want to stand any chance of succeeding, you will need to own a website for your business. And if you want your business to flourish in these new times, your website will need to do more than the days of old. It will need to work for you. If your website is outdated, neglected, or just simply poorly designed, this could potentially be costing you thousands in lost revenue every single month. If your business is suffering and you're not quite sure why, maybe, just maybe, your website could be to blame. Here's a look at 5 ways in which your website could be potentially costing you new business. Your site does not have a clear call to action. One of the best ways of actually getting what you want is to ask for it, and in simple terms, that is essentially exactly what a call to action is. On your site, it is your job to encourage or even direct your customers towards exactly what it is that you would like them to do once they've finished browsing your services or products. Exactly what you require them to do will of course depend on what your business is all about. Do you want them to sign up to a free trial? If so, a simple hyperlink linking to the free trial page with the text "Click here for your free trial" is all that you need to do. Do you want them to browse your services or products? If so, click here to browse our full range of products or services, etc. Place these clickable links strategically through your website's content, ensuring you don't overwhelm the customers with too much text or content. It's essentially the same as using bait while fishing. A few carefully placed links with simple call to action will bait customers into clicking them, seeing your products, seeing something they like the look of, and purchasing it whilst making a tidy profit in return. Your site layout sucks. On average, a new visitor to your website only spends 6 seconds evaluating whether to stay on your site or to click the back button and go somewhere else. If your website's most important information is buried under the fold, then there is a pretty good chance it's not being seen. The layout of your website is arguably one of the most important factors to consider when creating a new site for your business. Although there are a number of create your own websites out there that cost little to nothing at all, it is advisable to always hire professional web designers to create and design your website for you. You should think about what you want each page to say and then look for ways of saying it using a minimal text as possible. Hey, if you have a knack for writing, that's great, that's what your blog is for. But most of your potential customers will be visiting your website to browse your products and services, not to read long walls of text. They want to be able to find what they're looking for as quickly as possible. Make sure you keep the text to a minimum. Don't try to include too many images, and make sure the page is well balanced. Your design is outdated. Great website design can validate to consumers that your business is a legit professional business that they would like to do service with. It can either boost your reputation or turn potential customers away. If you're trying to save money by doing it yourself, you could actually be losing potential customers, and in the end losing money. By taking design into their own hands, small business owners cause themselves more headaches and risk by ending up with poorly designed and planned out website. Not surprisingly, 41% of small business owners who are unhappy with their current website say design and aesthetics is one of their top priorities. So do it right the first time. Hire a professional web design service and make sure your website looks contemporary, attractive, and allows your customers to easily engage with your business. You don't have any social networking links. Social networking is now part of everyday life, and whether you like it or not, it looks set to stay that way for the foreseeable future. First off, if you don't have several social networking pages created for your business, you need to consider getting them done ASAP. Social networking is ideal as it's a great source of free or even cheap marketing and advertising. Millions upon millions of people use these pages, and it's an ideal way of potentially drumming up more business. Once you do have several social networking pages created, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Pinterest, etc., you will then need to ensure that you provide links to each page from your website. Linking to your social media pages is ideal because it allows you a way of keeping in touch with potential customers and keeping them up to date with what's going on. So, let's say you have a sale. People love sales, right? By promoting this sale through social media, you have a direct line of communication to people who are already interested in what you are selling. Your friends, fans and followers then see the amazing deal you are offering and will likely take advantage of it because you're speaking directly to your target audience. We spoke about calls to action earlier, and social media links are prime examples of how effective a call to action can be. Simple text such as "Stay informed by liking us on Facebook" with a direct link to your Facebook page is all that's required, and it's proven to be extremely effective. Your site is not mobile friendly. As mentioned previously, smartphones and tablet devices are now extremely commonplace. Who do you know that doesn't have a smartphone? Most people do. For that reason, more and more people are using these devices to browse the web rather than laptops or computers. If your website isn't mobile friendly, then you need to rectify this issue as soon as possible, as again, you could be losing out on a lot of customers and business. Websites that aren't mobile friendly show up incredibly small on the screens of smartphones, forcing the user to enlarge the text and then scroll left to right, up and down for every sentence. If there are any clickable tabs or links on the page, they are often inadvertently get clicked by accident, which is extremely frustrating for the user. Rather than spending 10 times as long as normal to simply read a few paragraphs, the user will instead search for a much simpler alternative, namely one of your competitors with a mobile-friendly website. Mobile-friendly websites recognise the user is browsing via a smartphone and will display the text in the perfect size for your device's screen. This means you won't need to enlarge the text, you won't accidentally click on the wrong page, and you won't need to scroll left or right every few words. You simply read the text and scroll down as you go. It's simple, but it works, and works so much better than a non-friendly alternative. Your contact information is hard to find. Studies and expert research have found that including your contact information on every single page of your website is the most effective way of maximising your potential to increase and boost your sales. Many businesses make the mistake of placing their contact information solely on their Contact Us page, or sometimes not at all. Visitors don't want to have to navigate through different pages just to find a telephone number or email address. Visitors want to be able to find what they're looking for as quickly as possible. You can easily eliminate any frustration by listing your business phone number, your operating hours, and business email address situated at the top or bottom of every page. For further benefits, make sure to include links to your social media pages with your contact information. The easier you are to get hold of, the more likely you are to land extra leads and sales. You get the results you want, as does the customer, as they easily get to find exactly what it is that they're looking for without wasting time navigating through page after page. I hope you found this episode helpful, and I look forward to seeing you in the next Blue Square SEO and Digital Marketing podcast.